Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, we have multiple ways to be reached. Twitter is, of course, the best way for those who need instant gratification. The show's Twitter feed is @SkimPod, SKIMPOD.
Stays Crunchy.
If you want to hear yourself on the show, why not leave us a voicemail? 216-302-8763. That's 216-302-8POD.
Stays
For the
Crunchy.
more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Crunchy again being spelled with a K. We're available via Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, Spotify, and of course at the website stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show wherever you can.
Stays Crunchy.
And if the pox is feeling extra chunky, you can put in on this and support our Patreon. It's available at patreon.com/stayscrunchyandmilk. And if you donate at the $5 or higher level, you get an entire extra show each month with even more content coming soon.
Stays Crunchy.
Our personal Twitters are Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, the Internet's Tayrail713.
I'm gonna play some Just Blaze. I think you could have did it.
Mama got those fruit snacks. Them yams that.
Record scratch. You may be wondering how we got here.
Tell me you ready.
Yeah, I'd put it on silent.
Okay. Mama got them those fruit snacks. Them yums that booty. Yeah, she got them buns. Kids gotta see if they sticky. Checking if they done. Pulled out the candy to mama. The mom stick out your tongue. Little kitchen got that fruit by the foot, baby girl. Now I don't like the way that read. I'm gonna try it again. Little kitchen got that fruit by the foot. Nope. Little kitchen got that fruit by the. Nope. Little kitchen got that fruit by the foot, baby girl. Come. Nope. How'd that go? Little kitchen got that fruit by the foot, baby girl. Come get you some. Little kitchen, big spoon, baby girl. It's all the same. Just remember one thing, baby. Little kids don't play no games. I'll make your faucet start to leak. Make your bed frame start to squeak. You'll have big spoon in the back of your mind for several weeks. When we cook, you'll reach your peak. This cutting board is teeth. Nam yo ring gay kyo was what you'll speak. We would have wrapped it up better. I had ideas, but yo, we told you, nay, Aunt told you would have you some little kitchen bars for Box's new MC name, and indeed Aunt came through with some little kitchen bars. I did a little, just a slight bit of.
I haven't even done my first performance, and I already got a ghostwriter.
I did a wee bit of edit work on it, but I didn't try to do much punch up to it. But actually now I want to write some more to it because we could have ended that verse with some more. I feel. But hello, welcome to it, Stays Crunchy Milk, episode 406, and this one's for you, Big Sky Crunchy. I'm joined by my best friends, Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, and the homie Real ODP, live from the city of Detroit, Michigan.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, there may or may not have been gunshots last night.
I did hear them. So
If a tree falls in a fort, and only Anthony hears it.
so if it was gunshots, I was in a very restful state in a room with my doors locked. So,
yeah, I didn't hear it. I also didn't take any blue or yellow, purple pills.
I was finishing up in the shower about 20 minutes ago or so. I don't even know when.
I just got that. Sorry.
And as I was finishing scrubbing my nether regions, I thought to myself, I hope my car's still back outside.
It's there. I checked when I was looking for a garbage can.
Thank you.
Good.
We are at a lovely Airbnb.
Yeah, I would. It's interestingly designed. It's an older home, 110-year-old home. Clearly, it was once owned by black people, but this whole area that we in right now kind of look like it was black people lived in this hood before, and now they are coming.
Still do to a lesser extent.
True indeed. And now they're coming to gentrify this motherfucker. It ain't all the way up yet, but it's getting there. So we're in a home that is clearly in the midst of transition.
All right,
but it's a really well done. They did real well by this Airbnb. It's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 kitchens. I don't know what I'd do with the extra kitchen, but I probably just wouldn't have 2 kitchens.
You can close the door up there, and it's 2 separate places.
Oh,
yeah, because on the patio out back, there's another set of stairs to the right to go upstairs.
Okay, so basically,
out to a wacky neighbor.
Yeah. So basically, we just rent the whole spot, but if they could chop it in half and make it 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and so forth. So okay, it's really nice. the rooms are substantial enough in size. I didn't really check our rooms out upstairs. You feel like
You didn't come upstairs at all.
I did. I came upstairs. I just didn't look at the rooms.
Oh well, yeah.
I
it's-
didn't go upstairs at all.
Oh, well, I liked them. I was a little worried about how much sunlight was going to be coming in the room.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fine.
Very good. Very good. So we Airbnb in it. We doing the damn thing. We came to Detroit to try Buddy's Pizza, which is amongst the patrons. If you want to know how that went, you got to get down with the paywall. That's how we roll. But oddly enough, Oreos came out with new Oreos, and even on the road, they must be tested because that's what we fucking do for this show. When new Oreos drop, we get on them hoes and we handle business. These are the limited edition salted caramel, however you say it, brownie Oreos. Salt on the cookie is what that says on the package. And let's eat some cookies, y'all. And
I feel like if you say caramel, you're not giving that second A its respect.
yeah, I mean, it's enough words that we just
Caramel.
Remember we saw the word Ypsilanti. There's a Y in that word. That Y is carrying no weight, no water at all.
Yeah.
But it still showed up. It still came to work.
It did it.
Just not getting the recognition.
Just
it
like that
deserves.
A right there.
It's like
I bust
me,
my
like
ass.
it's like me some days, at home now. Like I'm logged on, my mouse moves. That don't mean I'm doing nothing, but I'm there.
I'm eating this cookie. Let's build. You know how we do it. You eat a dry one, you eat the cream, you dip it in milk. We have a set of tenants here for a cookie trying. We smelled it. They smell good. None of the cookies look busted, did they? I didn't think they did. Everything looked okay in the package.
I think one of mine was like saturated in salt because it was the last cookie in the row.
Oh, it caught the hell. Yeah, this is. I just sucked my tongue out. I was literally about to bite it, and it is substantially salty in a way that I don't know if it's pleasant. Let's go.
One of my cookies fell apart easily. I grabbed it to dunk it into the milk, and the cookie came off, which was fine because it worked out for the cream and cookie tasting portion of the taste testing.
Definitely salted.
It's saltier than normal because it had salt on it, but it did something. It made it better.
Yeah. I'm gonna try. I'm actually just gonna try just the wafer, which is something we don't normally do.
Yeah.
I always do that.
Where have you been?
Yeah, that was one of the steps. What the hell are you talking about? You new here?
You knew here, stay true here.
It was nice.
That salt must do something. Because that motherfucker's still crispy in milk.
Same here. I was thinking
really
I did
like-
something wrong. I let it.
I really like the consistency of the cream by itself.
Yeah, that's a nice bite.
It's got a nice thickness, chewy thickness to it.
Bitch.
All right, I'm gonna have to dunk another one because that did not get soggy, and I can't really appreciate the
I followed
dips.
I followed Chaffee's directions and everything, and it still was still pretty crispy.
There's no more bubbles coming up and everything. Mine was soaked for a
The
while.
wafer by itself is fantastic.
Yes, I agree.
You get a nice chocolatiness, but then that salt cuts it at the end. Mm-hmm. Fucking magnificent.
All right, I'm watching you bubble, you little vixen.
This one's not even bubbling.
Yeah, I let it go. For you just saw how long I let it go, and that did it.
Okay.
Yeah, but me and Gabe, honestly and truly, let ours stick in.
I'm not saying you didn't. I'm saying I just tell you what I
shit.
just did. I got an opinion on that.
Yours is still crunchy too in milk.
It's falling. It's like opening itself up.
Yeah, that's how I did it. That's how I ended up getting the milk to soak through because it ended up getting to the back end of the cookie because it split wide open and it worked that way.
I still had a crunch to mine when I took it out of the milk.
Give me a cookie, Gabriel. Fuck
Okay.
sake, man. That be us one and point. Did not give
We've
it
known
away.
each other for so long, and we're still not getting each other's verbal cues.
Non-verbal cues
The salt stayed on there, but it definitely diminished it a little
by
bit.
a lot.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
No, I'm saying like a little bit of the salt was still in the end, but
Yeah.
like the salt definitely went down.
I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm trying to make sure these people get their soul cookies before I make a statement on it. So I won't say anything out loud. I don't want to pull you all in either direction. I never noticed Oreos was this greasy. We using paper towels that we had from pizza last night. Oreos is greasy as fuck, man. Greasy as fuck is a lot. But greasy, right?
Greasy.
More
didn't
greasy than you would
expect
think
it.
one cookie would leave on a paper towel.
Correct. There we
Both
go.
the same thing in different ways.
That's about as long as you want to let it soak for, in my opinion.
Mine's still got bubbles coming out. Slowly. But surely. This has got to be long enough. I mean, this is...
At that point, it's gonna be soup. Go ahead and get it. I'm gonna tell you, get it out there and watch yourself. Yeah.
What?
Shake your ass.
Wait a minute. What are you using milk or using?
Coffee.
Well,
No, he
my
using
coffee's
milk.
right here.
Okay. Oh, I was trying.
Leave it.
Was it?
Nicer than you found
Was it softer? Softer.
Yeah, it was a lot softer.
What word did I just make up? Softer.
Was it SAWFT?
Soft.
No, that was better. That's not bad. No.
it
I don't know if it adds anything.
correct. There you go. That's exactly. That's a perfect.
Yeah, like if you're eating salted caramel brownie Oreo, I think you want that salt.
Yeah. That's what you came here for.
Yeah. Also, like, if I'm going through the trouble of dunking and waiting and all that shit, I want something to punch it up. I remember there's a few Oreos that it's like, oh man, milk really did it, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this instance,
nothing.
milk is
a
milk.
detriment.
Milk is a waste and a detriment to the overall salted caramel situation that you are going. I would think you're coming in here for. It does nothing for it. Who wants a salty cup of milk? If anything, if the salt came off the cookie as hard as it is, you can't even just shoot your milk like you normally would because it's salty ass milk now.
And that is something I never taken in consideration of the ratings of the Oreo is what's it do to my milk afterwards.
Bro, we all as a show we grow every time, and so I think adding that to our overall oeuvre of things like what did that cookie do for the milk is fine to add to our discussion going forward.
And it did indeed make salty.
Salty ass milk. I don't want no cheese, my nigga. I just want I like delicious like cereal milk, or in this case cookie milk. I like that as an aftertaste. I know that this has ruined this cup of milk.
Yeah, the milk is not better for having that. Oreo.
Yeah, salted caramel brownie Oreos. In T's opinion, and T alone, do not fuck with milk. They not good price. But otherwise, a phenomenal cookie.
I think these would be fantastic for people who like are trying to watch their weight, because I don't feel like you could eat an entire pack of these.
Yeah.
It would be like too overpowering. So it's like the perfect portion control Oreo.
Agreed. Wow, I'm going to take a point or a half off of this Oreo because of what it did to the milk. It's not like they make the milk intolerable. I drank the whole cup of milk, but it's like the milk's not, like I said, the milk's not better for having met that Oreo.
Yeah.
It was like a toxic relationship.
I ate 3 cookies and my tongue's still full of salt.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fine. I enjoyed the taste of the cream a lot. It reminded me of a cookie that I really can't bring to mind at the moment, but the smell is very awesome.
Yeah.
The wafer by itself, the salt really enhances the flavor of an already kind of like the Oreo cookie wafer is kind of bitter.
Yeah. A dark chocolate kind of vibe.
So with that salt, it kind of smoothed it out a little bit.
Yeah. Agreed.
I didn't pick up a lot of salty notes, even though one of my cookies was dusted white with salt. I still didn't really mind the taste of the milk. It didn't really do anything. Maybe because me and Gabe let them bad boys soak for a while, and I kind of feel like I got some of the wafer into the milk too, some of the remnants of the wafer. So maybe with that mixed together, it settled my milk out too. So if I'm going to give it a rating, but that burp wasn't good with that cookie. Oh man, sorry. If I'm gonna give it a rating, I give it a 3.5.
I am going to give it a 3. I was going to give it a 3.5, and then the new criteria is the milk better for? How did it affect the milk? Is the new criteria I'm going to take into consideration. I'm knocking off a half a point. I'm going to give it a 3.
The milk's not salty. Sorry, I'm okay.
I thought it was salty. You didn't think it was salty?
You dunked 2 cookies in it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Only dunked the one.
Yeah, and you kept them shits in there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, you basically made
Dunking time.
a salt cookie tea with your milk over there, God. Just a standard dunk. I just tried the milk. The milk's fine. This was one of the most impressive Oreos we've had in some time. Based on, like I said, it's a very tasty wafer. I don't think I've ever said that about an Oreo. It's a tasty wafer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's rare that they do anything to the wafer. So the fact that they actually came out and did something to the wafer is unique and interesting. It's like I said, that's something new to the game. The caramel flavor was not very upfront. The salt, of course, probably beats that back, and so you end up not really getting that. The brownie, of course, can't. The brownie will always. We tried the brownie with some time back. The brownie will always lose to the chocolate of the cookie. The cookies chocolate is just so intense. The cocoa and the cookie is so intense that you're going to miss out on the brownie. So the cream, while tasty, didn't really add anything. Didn't bring a lot to the stage, to the performance. So I can understand that. But as an overall cookie, like if you just had I'm pretty darn good. I got to put some respect on it, man. It's a mighty tasty cookie.
A mighty tasty cookie.
It's a and in that regard, I'm gonna go a bit higher than these guys. I'm gonna give that a 4 out of 5.
That's exactly what I was going to give it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it knocked it out the park and is the greatest Oreo of all time, but a damn fine Oreo nonetheless. And it's been a while since we had a damn fine Oreo. We be having some real Oreo be fucking up, man.
The last one we had that they fucked up.
I don't even know. Okay, if I go look at the pictures, because we take pictures of all these shits, man. It's like,
Yeah, for me, it was just all the parts individually were pretty fucking good to me. The cookie wafer, like these guys said, like it was fantastic with the salt on it just by itself. The cream pulled away from it pretty clean too.
yeah.
And then
It was very it was thick cream.
It was thick cream, but it was very
2 C's.
soft when you bit through it. Like it had a nice consistency to it. The overall flavor of it together was enjoyable. I felt like it was a little more subdued, and like T said, it's probably because of the salt and the cookie overshadows the cream when you bite it as a whole a little bit. But overall, I very much enjoyed it. I still have salt taste in my mouth right now, even though I've drank the rest of my milk, and I did not dunk 2 cookies in there like Gabe did. So my milk was like not that salty at all. So yeah, I enjoyed them. I definitely could see how you wouldn't be able to eat more than a couple at a time because the salt just does linger. But very enjoyable.
The last Oreos we tried were earlier this year. They were the Bricky O brownie cookie Oreos and the Java chip Oreos. And if I recall my rating on both of those, they were not standouts.
I wasn't impressed.
I thought you liked the Java chip one because you were into coffee, if I recall. But you are indeed the historian of the show, so your opinion is if you say, nah, I ain't fuck with that shit, T.
The Brookie I wasn't impressed with. Brownie and a cookie together, that match made in heaven.
Yeah,
But not between 2 cocoa-filled ass wafers. It just they got to be a little more okay to use the fucking the white wafer because it's less flavorsome and therefore it would allow the cream to shine brighter in situations where like if they're really going for it with their filling, then fucking let that filling breathe by using the lighter flavored cookie.
Do you think they could do like a blondie brownie with the?
I would fuck with that. I would fuck with that.
Yeah, I think all they got to do is use the vanilla wafer and the caramel, just no fudge.
All right, so if you could reach back in your memory, gentlemen, what limited edition Oreos do you think would be been better for having the golden Oreo versus the chocolate?
Probably the one you hate the most.
Yeah.
Interesting. That I would try that.
Yeah.
Again, as much as I hated it.
It would be a nicer overall flavor profile. I know what they're going for there, and in fact, I buy chocolate covered Swedish fish every year for Swedish Day, and my chocolatier makes them for me. And chocolate covered Swedish fish are delicious. Chocolate Oreo is different than a nice milk chocolate that I know my chocolatier uses.
If they had taken the peanut butter pie ones and kind of punch up the chocolate on the cream, but then use the vanilla wafer more of like a pie crust kind of vibe, I think I would enjoy that.
Yeah,
So-
wasn't that one where the one wafer was golden and one wafer was chocolate? Or
No, I don't think
I don't think so.
But a bigger step would be if they would do peanut butter pie, why don't they just use the graham cracker crust on that one? Because they do have that.
Do you have graham cracker?
Oreo, yeah.
Yes. Oh, to do the opposite direction, we for the Patreons, you'll have to you'll know what I'm talking about. The
In
live
the year.
What if
What if the key lime Oreo had chocolate wafers, like something we've tried recently?
I'm good.
What if sometimes when these limited edition ones come out, we save a pack, and then we go to the store and buy Oreos that have the corresponding wafer profile that we're talking about that we want to try,
And we can just
and
hack it?
we Frankenstein them.
Yes.
Yeah, next time, we gotta next time when these come out, we see them at the store. Yeah, grab a pack of
Call it like an experimental pack.
yeah.
Do you think this would have been better with golden Oreos?
We'll find out next time.
This seems like it needed the chocolate wafer.
All right, experimental Oreos, new Patreon shit coming to you soon as fuck. Again, it's a paywall motherfucking move. We gonna be just giving the shit away for free. You know how we did down.
Goddamn right. We got bills to pay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oreos aren't free.
They are not. That is true. I would if you added up all the money we spent on Oreos, because T, like sometimes when he get 2 or 3 packs at a time.
Yeah.
And them bitches sometimes $5 a pop. Or at least 4. Man, we've been at this
shit,
for 8
During
years.
quarantine, he was dropping off whole packs of Oreos on our doorsteps.
Yeah.
It was. My kids were enjoying them.
If nothing
After
else,
I got-
if nothing else, Uncle T came through.
He was the
for
snack Santa.
for the kids.
They were
Trick-
so excited every time he'd come. I'm like, what did he drop off? What did he... I'm like, do we have to try it yet? Like, no, you got to wait until I try it because I got to open the pack fresh.
It was always like he kept me on my toes a bit because I'd be like laying in my own filth, like no shirt on, hair all unkempt, like unshowered for like 3 days, and in the blink of an eye, he'd be like, "You home? I'm coming through with a drop." And I'd be like, "Oh no, I have to put on shorts."
Thank you for at least covering your nethers. He didn't say you notice he didn't say his shirt.
Oh yeah. Fuck that Mantis. I'll go Ross, baby.
But Box keep the little hairy frame out there, like you gonna look at this, look at it.
I would sometimes though throw like a throw blanket over my
You
shoulders.
would, you would indeed if you're feeling maybe a little matted down that day. You're like, let me wrap myself in the shawl. Those were salted caramel, limited edition salted caramel brownie Oreos. I would tell you, you're gonna hear this episode literally the week we recorded. So, go out and get you some, buy you some. I found them at. Did I get those at Target? No, I think I got those at Giant Eagle, which is a local grocery chain in my neck of the woods. But check your situation out. The apple cider donut ones are supposed to drop here in August. August being today.
Yep, today's
Yeah,
the
it's
first,
the first
day of
of the
August.
month.
Wake up, get up, wake up.
So start keeping a lookout for those. We're going to be reviewing those as soon as we get a hold of them as well. So maybe if you get them soon enough, you can wait till we do our episode and eat some cookies with us.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But we're in this Airbnb. Our checkout time is sooner than later, so we going to hit the ground running with a show. We are in the city of Detroit. We road tripped up here. It's the first road trip Gabe has got to do with us. And so I'm going to actually lean on him a little bit to be like, what's your experience coming up with the clique like this in this situation? Because yes, we hang together, but being boxed in a car can sometimes be like, this is, I don't fuck with y'all this hard. Or it could be like, oh, yeah, it's my niggas and I love this shit and how we roll and so forth.
Well, I slept for a portion of it.
Correct. I have a
According
nice
to you, I
picture of
angry
him
slept.
and like he angry sleeping and
Thug sleeping.
it might be your show art, but then
Magnificent.
I got a oh, you know what? That could be the wacky picture we put on the show art. You know what I'm saying? We've been working on the wacky show art of
I'm wearing sunglasses.
yeah, you got the Lokes on, so you okay.
I got the local chain. Mark sells sunglasses for $1. And when you got young kids, you know, you don't want to spend. I'm trying to think of a name brand sunglasses. Oakley,
Ray-Ban.
Oakley brand.
Oakley.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oakley still around?
Yeah.
I haven't bought a brand name pair of sunglasses ever in my life.
Yeah, I usually I don't go to Mark's route, but I usually go on Amazon and find some
That's where mine came from.
find some pretty good ones that I'm like, oh, I like those. But yeah, I didn't know those came from Mark's. Looking at you, just look like George Michael in "I Want Your Sex" video.
You ever consider putting your shit up high so these little motherfuckers can't get a hold of them? Like, stay
You've
back.
seen the pictures. They
They
open
climb.
drawers and
They-
climb.
They climb and they put them on, and they're so cute with them on. So I let it slide.
Then it's his fault. And I'm not going to allow him.
Oh yeah. I'm not.
What's $1?
I'm not. Letting him off the hook.
It's $1.
I'll buy that for $1.
Tell me and tell the listeners, please, of your road tripping experience.
It is nice.
At this point, we've only done half of, so actually we still got to reverse this bitch. So
It is nice to take a road trip where you don't stop every 5 minutes for bathroom breaks.
And you didn't have to wipe
just at the bathroom.
You only had to wipe one ass, right? Yours.
Yes.
I needed a little help.
Oh,
I mean, that was between y'all.
it's nice to listen to music on a road trip that's not just for kids. And
I was actually looking forward to hearing Pancakes and Syrup coming off your playlist, but I didn't hear it.
I think it's in there. So there's like 1,800 songs. Yeah, there's like 1,800 songs there. Like when T and I went to Memphis and back, we didn't even get through like half of it.
you got a very eclectic taste in music, and I appreciate it.
yeah.
I've been exposed to so many different cultures and areas growing up that like I just would listen to stuff and it would grow on me, and it's my playlist. I just every time I like a song I throw it in there. It just keeps growing.
You just have the one playlist that is your the Uber list.
I had a workout one that was like WWE themes and stuff for when I was working out. But for just driving and stuff, I have just the one giant playlist.
I am going to read you my playlist names, and y'all tell me how T they are.
Okay.
I have a few playlists. One of them is called Dumb Luck.
Dumb luck.
I actually established Dumb Luck standing right next to Box inside of a Chipotle one time. We were picking up food for him because there was a song playing over the speaker in Chipotle. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" Because it was hidden. And so I, of course, I think he either Shazammed it or
He used to be the official Shazammer of the show.
Yeah, and got me the title, or I did the Rap Genius part and thing and used their app and got the song title. And I established a list off of that I call Dumb Luck, which is songs I just bump into randomly in stores or just like Spotify fed me something weird, and I'm like, I fuck with that, and I just drop it in the list that I call Dumb Luck. I have Operation Less Fat, the Spotify edition, because I used to have a playlist called Operation Less Fat. It was just in my phone, but then I made a Spotify edition because I'm literally pulling from Spotify. That's my gym playlist, Operation Less Fat.
As much.
I have a playlist called Would You Like to Try a Sample, which is the song that was sampled and the song that sampled it. And so if you go down the list, you'll be like, an example is
G-Thing and
that time of the year by a band called Rhinoceros was sampled for the song Face the World by Nipsey Hussle. And so they're both right there next to each other. You can hear like what happened from here to there. I have a playlist called Grooves that is mostly like R&B joints, not necessarily slow jams, but R&B joints. So like the Pointer Sisters Automatic is on there. So that way you kind of know I'm saying I'm fuck with it, whatever.
So it's no way to control it.
Yeah.
It's
totally automatic.
I only know the dude version of that.
That song goes hard as fuck. Don't sleep on the Pointer Sisters Automatic. I have a playlist called Blue Eyed Soul. It's just that. It's white people singing.
I just got to let you know.
It's white people singing songs that they sound black, and you be like, that nigga white. I have a playlist that is called If T Wrote a Rom-Com, and I believe at this point there's only 2 songs on there.
What 2 songs is that?
It is Thank You by Bonnie Raitt
Okay.
and Blackberry Molasses by Mista.
Okay. Blackberry molasses.
That's there if I ever write a movie. Or if I ever do whatever on a movie.
How about we just write a movie?
Who knows?
I wrote a whole ass song. No, I'm just kidding.
I have a playlist called California Dreaming, and it's literally songs about California.
Is it the California Raisins?
It's Going to California by Led Zeppelin. California Soul by Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. California by Joni Mitchell. It Never Rains in Southern California, Tony. California Love Remix, Tupac.
What about Hotel California?
I don't like that song. It's not
How
on my list.
about the OC's opening theme?
Phantom Planet's California is indeed right there. Pacific Highway. It's right there, so don't get it twisted. Danny California, Chili Peppers. California by Childish Gambino's on there. California by Berhana is on there, which is actually what started the list. There's a song
song's called California. I didn't know that.
Where's California by Tina Marie is also on there.
It's on the
So
West Coast.
that whole list is called California Dreaming.
You don't got No More Parties in L.A. on there?
I don't, but it does count. That's a good addition. Thank you for that note. And I have a playlist called This Christmas where I just put Christmas songs. Oh, wait a minute. This is my favorite playlist I ever made is Scorpion, Drake's Scorpion, The T-Cut, where I hacked out all the bullshit on that album that I consider bullshit and made an album that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is Nonstop on there?
7 songs on it. Nonstop's the first song on there.
It has to be. Nonstop is, it's even hard to even come out of my lips. Is my favorite Drake song.
I'm with it. On that list, I'm saying it's Nonstop, God's Plan, Nice for What, Ratchet Happy Birthday, In My Feelings, That's How You Feel, and Don't Matter to Me. Those are the songs that I think on Scorpion. Scorpion was like 25 songs, way too many songs, and those are the good songs on the album. He shouldn't have made that much fucking songs, but every one of them songs charted, and he's a multi-millionaire. Drake, you do you, baby.
Yeah, Nonstop is such a good song. That was like one of the, right before I pulled up in your driveway, one of the songs I was listening to.
Yeah.
Don't do you the part of you that hides a child.
Anyway, I love taking road trips with Dan. Dan and I together have taken, I don't know, a lot of road trips together in our time together because that nigga always like it down to ride. I'm like, well, let's ride then, nigga. So we've been up here to Detroit before. We've been to Kentucky. We've been to at this point now Tennessee. We've been to. Have we ever driven to Boston? Yeah, we have driven to Boston. We drove to Boston for PAX one year.
Yeah.
The 1 year you went to Boston, PAX.
Toronto twice.
Yeah, to the 6th.
DC.
Yeah, and so twice
DC twice.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, it was twice. I forgot the inauguration.
yeah, so me, Dan and I have a very good car rapport. Almost always, he's the driver, so I get to ride shotgun, which is actually an experience I don't get much in life. Riding shotgun. Only thing I don't like about riding shotgun, difficult to put your seatbelt on the going the other way, in my opinion. Like, what the fuck is going on? Because I don't use my left hand to plug in shit. I just use the jack off. So that's a conversation that you had to been there for. Because that's how it goes down on road trips. We ask some I think some interesting and unique
How
questions.
you fight dementia.
So, I'm basically what I'm saying. I'm very me and Dan have a road trip skill about us. We know what we're doing. We make plans, we execute on them hoes, and it works well. But then we stay loose. Because like I said, yesterday out of nowhere, we was like, let's go look at this market. And I'm like, all right, lead the way. And we found this amazing market so it's City Market, right? That was the name of it?
Yep.
City Market in downtown Detroit. Over there by Sweet Tavern and L's Gentleman's Club.
And Ready Player, not far from Ready Player One.
Yeah, forgive me. I believe it's Legends Gentleman's Club, but it has a big giant L above it, and I feel like it's telling you something about yourself when you have to go when you go in a spot like that. You will take that L.
Because there's a cover charge right at the door, and that's the first L.
But that grocery store was, I wish we could go back and just film that shit. I just want to do a walk through that grocery store, and I bet you somebody has on YouTube. There's no way somebody hasn't done that. That it's so unique and so well done that I'm just like, this is amazing.
The funny thing about it, when I found the listing for it, I thought it was going to be gigantic.
Okay.
The way they were describing it on like line and the pictures from the Instagram and stuff, I was like, oh, this place is going to be massive. It's going to be amazing. And then we get there and it's like the tiniest labyrinth I've ever been in my life.
It had a lot of shit.
It was not massive, but massive at the same time with the amount of stuff it had. And it didn't look like nobody's bodega with some dust covered noodles
Yeah, I
off
was
in the
just about
cut.
to say that it wasn't dusty at all. It was very well maintained.
Yeah.
It had so much stuff. And it was just like, it was popping too. It was a lot going on there.
Yeah, at one point I got trapped because there was one person blocking me from going into the store. Then there were people behind me trying to leave the register. And then there was someone trying to come in. So I was literally surrounded. I had nowhere to go. And I'm a giant dude. There wasn't a lot of maneuverability room in there. I had to take a pregnant woman and move her so that I can move to the side and let everyone else
So
flow.
you had to move two people.
You grabbed her and moved her. Did the baby kick you while you were doing that?
He called me a motherfucker.
He's like, this the D, bitch. Don't be touching me and my mama.
Oh,
He's like, it's so cold in here.
irony.
It's 96 degrees. She got a cold.
We were right, of course, right by the GM tower that is the border crossing. That though currently is not fully operational. But that is how you get to Windsor from Detroit, and it'll be open here on the 9th of October. August, forgive me. I don't know why I said October.
October, November, December.
October used to be the 8th month, so I'm gonna go with I got real Julian on these niggas.
Oh man.
And so
Not just for fries.
as long as you are vaccinated, have a proof of vaccination, and have done all you need to do is sign up with the government of Canada to be like, I am vaccinated, I've taken a test within 72 hours, and so forth and so on, you are good to go visit the country of Canada. And so you can use that border. But if y'all seen a picture of the big old fist We went and took pictures next to that, and the gentlemen all figured out a way to make that bitch rock. I could not. I'm just weak. I'm soft. I'm sorry.
Well, me and you were pushing it. We were pushing it back.
Yeah.
Lunch pushed it to the right.
Yeah,
we didn't do that.
I shook its
I
hand.
thought. Well, I thought it was because you're so much stronger than the rest of us. You really got to rock him.
I mean,
I lost
he
all my strength during quarantine, my man.
I think he looked at it and be like, I can push it this way. You got to do it.
Yeah, you were thinking you were gonna swing it like a pendulum, and I just like shook it. Like
We pushed it. He
smarter,
rocked
not
it.
harder.
Yeah, downtown Detroit was popping yesterday. It was a baseball game going on.
We
There
saw
were
at least 3 hen parties.
Yeah, we saw multiple hen parties, and just people out on what was there? It was a wine tasting, a mobile wine tasting.
Yep, one Kruger party.
Yeah, so that was a that was pretty nice. Detroit, a real dichotomous city in that it's a city in the midst of transition. It had a very difficult time after the financial collapse of 2008. And it's slowly crawling back out of that fucking muck and mire. And
Shit, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, slowly, we still trying to get out compared to them. I was like, God damn.
I'm not saying anything. This is me just talking about where I'm at, not where I'm from. So,
Man, because I was just thinking, like, I've always said this, like, if it's past 6 o'clock in downtown Cleveland and you need to go somewhere to buy a button-up shirt, where are you gonna go?
out of the city, out of downtown
you have
Cleveland.
to leave downtown Cleveland. Like when we went there, they have a Nike store. They had I was just like, well, H&M. They had like all these. They had like all these different kinds of restaurants.
Yeah.
They had they had stealing from wine. They had New World and Old World all in one.
Yeah.
And it was just like, man, they had this like neat little spot to have ice cream. They had the pizza place that we went to. It was just.
I was find it at Patreon wall if you want to find out how that went.
I was very impressed. I'm like, I'm definitely coming here again very soon.
I am impressed with Detroit. Clevelanders shit on Detroit too much. It's a nice city.
Yeah, but it did have pissy smelling spots. So let's not get that twisted.
Well, Cleveland has its own
It
pissy
still
smelling
have pockets of piss.
When you-
That's very important for every downtown.
When you go to Chicago and you're gonna be over there by the Bean and the Fountain, you're gonna cross the street and you're gonna go by where the bull statue is.
Mm-hmm.
Down that street is where the upstairs downstairs Target is that you have to go to. You're gonna love it.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I'll
Right
be,
there?
like in downtown.
Yeah, in that little area where T's talking about, it's piss.
pissy as fuck. It's pissy and poopy as fuck because all cities got it going on like that. That's what it is to live in large
got it
urban
going on.
environments. And so I get it. I get it, Detroit. Everybody got their pissy poopy vibes. We did walk past what might have been some human shit. So
That
was
was right in the middle of
that was a problem.
that might have been from one of the hen parties. The girls get a little too drunk.
That shit been there a little bit. If it was from a hen party,
That was from yesterday's hen party.
Correct, exactly.
It had a whole a day's worth of crust on it.
Yo, let me
one
tell you
hen
something.
party-
My man Gabe over here saying, "Hey, you ladies have a nice evening." They said, "Oh, thank you," in a way that I was like, Gabe could have fucked that hoe. She was it was definitely a cougar. She was a little older, and I'm saying,
I was being nice.
I know you were being nice. I'm not saying you were flirting. I'm saying she was flirting with you. And I was just like, it was.
I'm not
noticeable.
gonna say he wasn't flirting because I don't talk to people that much when we walking down the street.
I just wanted them to have a nice evening, and I was worried about one of them. One was getting held up at 5:30, and what time is it? It was 6.
It was 7:30 because we were supposed to go pick up the
7:30
pizza.
is still too old to be getting
it
held
was
up at
like
night.
yeah, it was, but it.
By midnight, you might be dead.
Yeah.
I mean, but still, I kind of feel like it might not have been flirting, but it was flirtatious. That I was
You know what?
Keep showing concern. Gonna get
yeah,
fucked.
yeah. You gonna get. Yeah, you was being Mr. No, you was the lady.
Mr. Taylor.
Yeah, you were definitely being a Mr. Taylor out there.
Yeah.
I always feel handsomer when I just shave my head. So.
Oh, you was feeling yourself because you was
Right.
like, now y'all have a good time.
Yo, so
if
Gabe-
you want a better time,
Gabe a handsome Puerto Rican man. And plus, he got some sun on him, so he actually look in his darkness. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nigga, I know. So, but I think that lady was like, "Oh, thank you, we will." And I was like, "Oh."
I have that effect on cougars. I did tell you about the time in Put in Bay, like some lady.
you see how you laying back over there? You're like, let me tell you about the time I was getting my dick sucked.
Look, I know you're a happy married man. I know you ain't going on nowhere, but like I
I'll
said,
never wander. And I'm not just saying that because I know one of my wife's friends is a listener.
Man, we talk that shit on the show. I don't think we ever hide stuff away. What I'm saying is, if ever you had to be out on a stroll again, you do all right.
And I can go raw because
No.
Like you gonna go raw.
You can go raw because you can't get somebody pregnant, but you can't go raw because you can get,
Roll the dice. You only got one.
Yeah,
life.
yeah. I mean, we over the hill now. You might as well keep throwing your dick on the table. Go ahead.
Try to avoid herpes at all costs.
Yeah, like Magic's been rocking it for like 25 years now.
I ain't worried about that hip.
shit.
No,
Oh
This
man,
one-
he ain't been rocking it. It's gone. He cut up money and put it in his bloodstream. That bitch left.
chop that shit fine.
Yeah.
Micro machine that bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's ice in his veins.
who knew that the cure for disease would be money?
Wealth?
Well.
A cure for the disease? Studying of development. What else? What can I tell you about the
the wackest IKEA I ever been to.
Oh, that is the reason we are having this conversation right now, because I was like, we said we got like, the only reason we didn't record, we were considering maybe recording this on the road, and actually you will get a portion of this show on the road.
Yes, you will.
But the only reason that we was like, we got to sit and talk is because we have to talk about this IKEA.
Cookie serves.
And so literally the first thing we did, we arrived in the great state of Michigan, was head to the IKEA that's around the way here, because we all fuck with IKEA. And it was terrible. And I don't like saying that about my IKEA going experience. Now it's nice to be with my buddies and talk, but it's like, I don't know, bruh. It was filthy in there.
Well, just to start, me and T were walking next to each other. It was Dan and Gabe walking next to each other. And right when we were walking, the first thing I said was, this city don't deserve this IKEA. Because
You motherfuckers don't decide. They should have never gave y'all niggas money.
Because we were supposed to have one like right near where Dan lives at.
Yeah.
And they didn't build it. And like right when you fucking walking in, it's like carts and shit out in the parking lot. Like it's like rolled carts. I'm like, I've only been to 2 other IKEAs.
Yeah.
But I've never seen that before, like right off the jump. Like it's like it was just like off-putting, like right off the bat. I was just like, it's napkins and shit out in the man.
And like, if you've been to IKEA, you know what it is. They are designed like by Europeans, and so there are convenient cart places to put your carts back within feet of everywhere you stand. Which means these people just was like, fuck it, I ain't doing it.
The Swedish are very efficient.
And I hate that bullshit. It's like, just go put your fucking cart away. I put my cart away. How come you can't? It was maddening. Like I said, and we go downstairs. When we get downstairs to the where the home goods space is of IKEA, napkins all over the place on the floor, and just I'm like y'all ain't cleaning up shit. And again, we keep saying this, and I'm gonna keep repeating it. It is a pandemic. Many people might have gone on to glory. Many people might have just been like, you know what, I don't want to work here no more because I don't want to be dealing with the public. And so a lot of places are short staffed, and maybe they can't do what they do. But Dan and I went to IKEA in Columbus during the pandemic, and it was well kept. I went to IKEA in Pittsburgh during the pandemic, well kept, well put through. Maybe this particular area, Michigan was hit hard by the pandemic. It was one of them states for a minute there. They was like, we don't know how we're gonna get out of this. It's real bad. Please send us please let's get this vaccine going. And so who knows? Maybe that IKEA was hit particularly hard by the pandemic. But it was the worst IKEA experience I've ever had in my life. It's very sad. We won't be coming back to Michigan for IKEA no more.
But okay, I'll say this, and I mean it is. So I remember when we were at work, we constantly had these meetings about like, the privileged people be like, the microwaves are dirty, the microwaves are dirty, the microwaves are dirty. Well, before the last person used the microwave and they spaghetti popped in the top, they were supposed to wipe it up. When you get a cart, put that bitch back. You can't we can't be like, yes, the pandemic was hard, but all the shoppers that have been fucking up before us are the people who fucked it up.
True.
Put your cart back. Don't leave your soda cup where the light bulb's supposed to be at. That's all the people.
Yeah, like when we first got in there and started walking around, I noticed like someone just left their water cup on one of the display coffee tables.
Yeah, like,
What did you think it was for sale?
like, can I take a sip of this? Yeah, it was like personal responsibility has to come into play. Like, yes, I mean, if people got sick, people died, people got tired of working, but the fucked upness are the fucking customers.
Yeah, that's true. That's I can't. You're correct. We can't blame that on IKEA because everything that was bad about that IKEA is something customers was fucking doing. Also, I'm not whatever on this. Like I said, you don't got to wear a mask. You don't want to wear a mask. But that particular IKEA, if you had to do some numbers, 98% of people was like, nah, I ain't wearing a mask. Dan didn't wear a mask, so I was like, whatever. I'm not, like I said, I'm not yelling at people, but I'm just like, how weird but not just not wearing a mask. Motherfuckers was not trying to respect 6 feet. I need my 2 meters. Stay the fuck away from me. I don't care what time it is. Going forward in life, not just for sickness, that's for just give me my fucking personal space, my guy. 2 meters. Give me them 6 feet. Do that. We can stay as a unit because we came as a unit, we represent as a unit. We move as a fucking unit. Cool. Everybody else, get the fuck away from me. I don't know why you think you need to be up on me like that. It's weird. It's uncomfortable at this point. And more on the lines of like, I don't know you like that. You could be trying to rob me. You trying to get in my pockets or something like that. Stay the fuck back from people.
That sounds like a rap song intro or outro. We move as a unit. We stay as a unit.
Yeah, like
Move in silence.
it's still uncomfortable. Like I had to reprimand the lady about that at the store.
Yeah.
She like I turned around and looked at her. She's like, we don't have to be 6 feet apart. I was like, you are too close to me. I don't feel comfortable. It doesn't matter.
COVID or not.
Yeah.
I need a specific space between me and you because I don't want you all up on me.
Yeah.
Ugh. The fuck out of here with that.
I would like some personal space, please.
Yeah.
Where I was in line, I had masked people in front of me and behind me, and they were giving each other space.
It was some people masked. It like, but a majority wasn't. But I mean, at the same time, you know, what can you do? People sleep.
But again, that's people. That's not Detroit. That's not. In fact, it's not even at IKEA. So I issue a bit of an apology to IKEA. But the people, y'all motherfuckers don't deserve that IKEA.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, I will stand by that statement for the rest of my life. Y'all don't deserve that.
Next time we got to talk to shit. Next time we talk shit to Detroit, we got to say that you don't deserve an IKEA.
Yeah, if we come up with a diss song, yeah, you know what? I'll put myself to it. I will write a Detroit diss song, and I will definitely put it. You know, no, we have friends here. I mean, if Balls Rog want to write a diss song back to us, we can get this going back and forth. I'm cool with that. But I'll definitely want to write a diss song because y'all don't deserve that IKEA.
Yeah. Well, so we tried to be adults this time around and stay, and do it overnight, and so we wouldn't feel so rushed and so harried. But I'll tell you right now, after just one. We still in pandemic shape. I hadn't done a lot of travel where actual tourism is involved, and that shit kicked my ass. By the time we got done last night, I was like, we were supposed to record this show last night. We was gonna do a couple of week tries of the Patreon show and then do this show, and they was like, nah, that can't happen, baby. we gotta let's go to bed.
If we tried to do this last night, this sounded a lot more grumpy, a lot more fuck this,
Yeah.
a lot more side eye.
Yeah.
I would have been a little more buzzed because I was drinking.
Shit that we did last night wasn't even going that well. Like, we're in the middle of one of the episodes, and I'm in the middle of talking, and T all of a sudden is just talking on fucking FaceTime, his Ring camera. Like,
Hey, baby. We thought she was young. Hey, baby, what you doing?
And that's not how that went down.
I love you.
I just made some noises, but you're right.
I love you.
That show, we was drifting. We was already tired, and we was already that show went places. Man, that episode is wild.
It's worth the pay.
I don't know. I think he should cut that bitch.
I'll edit if you think I should, but there's most time I try to give it to you on the Patreon side of things. I just try to give it to you raw.
Yeah. A year from now, we won't even care.
No.
I don't even care anymore right now, but in the moment, I was irritated.
Sorry, but sleepy time. That's how he gets down. But I fuck with it. I love hanging with these guys, and plus, like I said, we all. We got busy ass lives and shit. And it's been like a whole fucking pandemic that just kept us away from each other for way longer than was, That basically all we did was see each other when we was dropping shit off, and that was terrible. So to actually just have some time with each other and to talk and hear Gabe's wife make weird theories about how much juice he got in the world, which is amazing to hear.
Juice?
I'm sorry, what?
How much juice?
Yeah.
Pull, sway.
How, Sway?
Oh, okay, yeah. I know what you mean.
Looking at y'all both sideways, and I'm about to get. Thank you.
I'm saying like no. I know exactly what juice pull sway is. What I'm saying is like I didn't have any context of like
okay.
why would somebody be actually like I don't know.
It took a minute.
Like wow.
I know what juice you meant. I know you didn't mean the juice that turned into 4 children.
No, I don't know.
Children juice, as we call it.
Yeah, like
This episode should be called Children Juice.
yeah. Why would that be? I just was confused on why that would even be a thing.
So,
I would be like, if my girlfriend would be like, "You ain't got no juice." I mean, I probably don't. Like, what do you mean?
I'm glad she thinks so highly of me.
Would you want me to get you into an exclusive club?
There you go. So you pulled in the direction it probably one probably should have.
Turn a negative into a positive.
That's dope. Did your wife think you got that much juice? You ain't got that much juice.
To get into the four, like, hey, stop putting that wheel bearing on there. Come here, come here, real quick.
I do have a work badge I could flash.
Hey, look at this badge.
So, woo, hell of a journey. We gonna wrap this little part up right here. You know what I'm saying? We got to get on up off this Airbnb. So the next time you hear us,
grab some breakfast pizza.
next time you hear us, we will be on the road talking some shit in the old school and
probably stepping on each other's words because we'd only have each other. Two of us will only have each other's facial cues because we're looking at the back of your heads.
I'm sure we can think of some finger guides. I'm talking.
so push that one button. Don't put yeah, let's see what that one do.
Stays crunchy and milk.
It sure does.
Oh yeah, I won't be on the show this week.
Well, there you go. A good chunk of that was given away for absolutely free. Actually, you know what? You don't get more show this week. You get what we gave you in Detroit, and I ain't even you no more. Because this thing wasn't recorded this whole time, and we had a good time talking, so that all worked out for you. It's my apologies. You get a very short show this week. The recorder we were using in the car just seemed to say, fuck it, I'm not getting down with you guys no more. And it didn't. Didn't even attempt to. But this is us from the road. I told you I'd give you a little bit from the road. So everybody tell everybody hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, you know what though? You know I'll give you this hammer the asshole.
All right. If you can't tell us, let me sound me slap my hands together.
I'd slap my hands too, but I'm steering the car.
All right, this is what you get from the road. All right.
That's a shame.
Am I the asshole for not wanting to give my late husband's sperm to his parents?
Okay, I'm going to say shit. I'll take a long shot. Asshole.
Not the asshole.
Asshole.
Here we go. I'm sorry. I really tried to think of a less silly title. When my husband was diagnosed with cancer, we froze his sperm so we could have children by insemination, even after chemotherapy. His parents were very involved in his treatment and were aware that we were doing this. His treatment was unfortunately unsuccessful, and he passed away on July 19th. His parents asked if I was considering being inseminated with the sperm, and I said no. Then they asked if I could transfer ownership of the sperm to them so they could use it to have grandchildren.
What?
I assumed they're planning on hiring a surrogate for this, but I'll admit, I was so surprised and confused, I didn't actually ask. My gut reaction was that this was wrong and exploitative and not what my husband would have wanted. We froze his sperm because we wanted to raise a family together, and freezing his sperm seemed like a better option than adopting or using a sperm donor. Not because he wanted to give his parents grandkids or just put his DNA out in the world for the sake of it. I'm also confused about who they expect to raise this child or children, as they are both in their 60s. The surrogate? One of their nieces or nephews? My husband had no siblings, and I certainly wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. It feels like they just want their bloodline to continue without any thought of the practicality of it. Edit. Forgot to even mention they were angry at me for saying no. Edit 2. I've turned off my PMs because some people apparently can't behave. If you have something to say, you can say it in the comments. I believe differing opinions, but I don't welcome cowards who can't voice them publicly. I also don't want the kind of language that these cowards use to describe me, and ask that we keep this conversation civil and slur-free as per the sub-rules. Now, there is a big glowy-ass answer here. You know what those usually mean. Somebody done came through and put the foot down.
My biggest takeaway from all this so far is that's a single lady.
Anyway.
It's a lady. I'll give you a baby.
Let me zoom in on here. This is from Pine Box Waiting is the username. Not the asshole. First, I'm so sorry you lost your husband. Second, I'm sorry these people are your in-laws. Your husband has been gone for less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was my second takeaway. It was like, he just died and you're already running to Reddit.
And they're circling like vultures, asking you to make major decisions. They are grieving too, but there is just no excuse. Tell them that everything you've read suggests that it's important to not make any major decisions for a year after a spouse's death. Tell them that you appreciate them telling you what they're thinking, but you're going to table that and all other major decisions until a year has passed. Please don't ask again. And then, because I'm a catastrophist, which is a great word, if you know without having to even think about it, that you don't want to use the sperm and don't think your hub would want to have wanted the sperm used in this decidedly odd way, go to the sperm bank and have his samples destroyed immediately. And by immediately, I mean next week.
Oh, there is a speed trap ahead.
Right on.
That speed trap is the asshole.
If his parents become fixated on this, they might decide to sue for your sperm, which is insane, but insanity reigns these days. If there is no sperm, there's nothing to fight over. Again, I'm sorry this is even happening.
Wow.
Then somebody else got the orange box and it says, I feel like choosing to get rid of his sperm is a major decision, and by having it destroyed, she's making a big choice during grieving. So which one is it? Is it Uchiwali or one Mike? You can't be telling her don't make a big decision and then tell her to make the big decision. So I understand what that lady beneath that is saying. Somebody else wrote, this reads like his intention was to use sperm for raising a child together following a successful course of chemotherapy. And the idea of using the sperm in the event of the husband's death to keep his memory alive while becoming a single parent was never on the table in the first place. If that's indeed the case, this isn't a decision that would be made during grieving, and instead one already made before the husband even passed. Right on. The few we have seem to think not the asshole.
Yeah, I'd say not the asshole. I was wrong. I said it was a long shot though.
There's a speed trap ahead.
Another one?
I was wrong about not being an asshole, but she got some asshole tendencies with some of her clapbacks I heard.
Yeah. She said she'd be an asshole in another.
She's also like 2 weeks out from her husband dying.
Give her a pass.
She gets a walk on this one. I'm gonna go with not the asshole, but you can see why she would be the asshole. Also, it is weird that these 6-year-olds is like, hey, you gonna hold on to that sperm? You know, cause I
What do with that sperm, baby?
we can use that, you know.
I need this. I got to have.
Yeah, like what the fuck are they gonna do?
I got a recipe.
I don't know.
You gonna freeze it and grate it over?
They wanted to clone him.
I kind of feel like that's the direction it's going. They want to just like they want their son to live on some way.
Yeah.
And I get it. And again, they are grieving too. So I understand everybody's in the process right now. But geez Louise, that is a wild one. Maybe one of the wildest ones I think we've read in some time. But again, the recorder wasn't recording. You missed a whole lot of conversation as we traveled from Detroit on back toward Ohio way, and I'm sorry for that. And that's just what happens sometimes when we out here in the mobile range. I should have checked it way sooner than I thought to check it, but alas, I did not. But she got none of that, so that's how we get down. You know the deal. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show wherever possible. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. Follow our Twitter at SkimPod, SKIMPOD. Give us an email if you want to send us a message. Podcast at SageCrunchyandMilk.com. We got a phone number. I don't know what it is right now. I don't feel like looking for us, but it is in the show notes. So worry not. It is right there. I promise you. But that's Tatum 216.
Yep.
That's Lunchbox 2099.
Driving the car,
Motherfucking chauffeur in this bitch.
avoiding accidents.
That's the real ODP.
And people
I didn't see any.
hand jobs.
I didn't see any blue, yellow, purple pills.
Once or twice, but who's counting? And I'm the Entertainer 713. You have just been podcast to, and I hope you loved it. Peace.
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.